It's time for a story about our old pal Pizza Guy. So everyone knows that when the pizza guy gets there, you better be in the house. If you're in the house, you get pizza. If you're not in the house, you might be left out. So what happens in this case? The pizza guy gets there, everyone in the house gets pizza. Pizza guy leaves. The pizza guy doesn't stay there and hang out. The pizza guy leaves, and everyone that's in the house is changed by this experience. They're now happy, and they've got their pizza. Why are we talking about this? It models distributive property. So in this case, who would be the pizza guy? It would definitely be the -2. The -2 is outside the door. Do you see how that looks very similar to our pizza guy? The -2 is outside the door, and the 4x and the -1 are inside. Now, you might be thinking that those negative signs are minus signs, and they are. But the -2 has to own, the 2 has to own that sign as a negative, and the 1 has to own the operation as a negative. So what's going to happen? Everyone that's in the house is going to be affected by the -2 outside. The -2 is going to multiply by the 4x, and the -2 is going to multiply by the 1. A lot of students forget to do the second multiplication, but because the -1 is inside the parentheses, it must be multiplied by the -2. So what happens? As you can see, we can do this intermediate step where we write out -2 times 4x and -2 times -1. The -2 gets distributed to both terms that were inside the parentheses. Once we simplify those multiplications, we get an answer of -8x plus 2. Now, what if? What if the problem looks a little bit harder? Let's go back to our story. What if there is a next door neighbor walking down the sidewalk in front of the house? Would that person get pizza? No, they're not in the house. Remember our rule? What if our little brother or sister is in the backyard playing? Would they get pizza? No, because our rule is that when the pizza guy gets there, it's only the people that are in the house that get the pizza. So, as you can see, our house is the parentheses. So if we had an x out front, that x is not in parentheses with the -2, and so it would not get distributed. The x would simply be brought down. The -2 would distribute to the things in the parentheses as we modeled before, and the +3, our little brother in the backyard, is not going to get pizza. It would simply be brought down. Our final answer would be simplified with our like terms to -7x plus 5. Thank you for listening. That has been a story about our old pal Pizza Guy modeling the distributive property.